Hey guys and gals, thank you for watching. My name is Melvin and good to have you back on this episode. Now in today's episode I'd like to share with you the journey that I've been through thus far as an independent economic agent, being able to support and sustain myself and my family for the past 14 years. So a quick background and a quick overview of the journey thus far. I was basically what I call a circumstantial entrepreneur, because the .com that I joined in 2000 went bust in 2001 because of 9/11. The money stops. And the .com was not making money at the point in time. All you need is just an idea. You don't need to be making money. And of course, when the money stops, the whole thing melted down. And so I was thrust into, going back to get a job and trying to find a way to support myself. I'm glad I took the latter, and I never looked back since. What I've experienced over the last 14 years was to be able to use my wits, my talent, my proficiency, and what I'm good at in earning a living, and to be able to support myself and my family. So in 2002, I started my own business. But what I didn't know at the point in time was the difference between self-employed and being an entrepreneur. Now, a lot of time when you talk about self-employment, an example of self-employment could be, say, for instance, you are a designer and you are able to get clients to pay you enough money to kind of support yourself. And so instead of working for an agency, you are now self-employed. You have built sufficient reputation, and you have built sufficient pipeline of clients who are able to pay you money for you to kind of do work for them. So you don't need someone else to be an agent for you. You are able to market your own services, and you are able to earn a living. So that it's being self-employed. Now that by that, that's not exactly entrepreneurship. That's what I didn't know. So when I first started, I was able to kind of get clients for myself. I help small businesses write their business plans until I got invited by a friend to look at working with the schools in Singapore, and that was in 2004. And after that, we kind of went from strength to strength. In just under 18 months, we were able to get 18 schools to sign up within 6 months, and that ever since. That kind of propelled us to the next level, which we were then invited by the Ministry of Education in Singapore to design and run a program for them, for the school staff developers. And after that, we managed to achieve our 5th year milestone within a shorter period of time. We were able to reach out to more than 50% of schools in Singapore. And soon after that, we became 6-figure. But with all that said, I was still pretty much self-employed, because other than myself and my partner, there was just basically 2 of us. And later on, when my partner kind of semi-retired, it was just me. And so the thing of being different between an entrepreneur and a self-employed person is that when you're self-employed, when you stop working, the money stops. Whereas as an entrepreneur, you are thinking of building a business. You are thinking of building a money-making machine. And that money-making machine would then be able to kind of sustain the lifestyle and support your family for, as long as you want it to be. So think of it this way. For example, you can build a money-making machine in many different ways. For example, you could buy properties. and kind of lease them out. And with that rental income, if they are able to kind of finance your mortgage, and you have additional income from there, you're able to use the income to kind of support yourself and sustain the lifestyle that you want. That could be one way. Or the other way is that if you have sufficient, if you have sufficient amount of money that you can kind of invest in a safe instrument that give you kind of substantial return, as opposed to just putting money in the bank. That amount of money could help you support or sustain some part of your lifestyle. So what happened is that the business itself should be able to do that as well. So in other words, you don't have to be there all the time to be able to complete the transaction or to fulfill the customer's order, because if you need to be there to fulfill the customer's order, then what you have is just basically self-employment and not being an entrepreneur. So a way to look at it is that I have moved from looking at being self-employed to transiting to becoming an entrepreneur. And the key idea with that is that I'm looking at building a money-making machine that is able to kind of sustain my lifestyle. So that's my passage so far. What's your passage like? I mean, have you started on the journey of becoming, going from employee to being self-employed, or have you gone straight from employee to becoming an entrepreneur? I'd like to hear what's your journey and share with me, and perhaps it could be something that we could learn from each other as well. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.